take a second and ask yourselves, what is leading your family? What is the center point, the North Star for your family? Is it just not making sure my spouse isn't pissed off at whatever I do? Is it making sure my wife is happy all the time? Or is it a destination in the future that you've envisioned and you're marching towards? Back when we were traveling over the airport, I was with my family, Ellie, Amelia, Christine, and we were sitting at the airport, and I saw this young couple in front of us. It must have been about 25. They were wearing, general traveling clothes, pants, Crocs, bit, and they had a Dunkin' Donuts slushie on their gray little luggage. And the man knocks it over, it falls down, spills because it's a slushie, doesn't splash everywhere. It just kind of makes a little ice pile. And the man immediately started apologizing, saying, it's all my fault. I should have been more cognizant. I should have looked before I moved my leg, all this other stuff. They get the wife goes down. She puts the cap on the cup, puts the cap back up. She walks off without saying anything. The whole time the man is still apologizing. The whole time she's walking away. She comes back with napkins. She's coming on back. Man starts apologizing again, things he could have done better in the future, all this other stuff. This whole time I'm thinking, this seems like a not so good situation. Then she's on her knees, she's wiping up the Dunkin' Donuts coffee spill, and she looks at him and she goes, a normal person would have cleaned this up already. And she continues wiping it up, and the man just says, I know, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And she finishes cleaning it up. And then the guy starts offering stuff like, what can I do to make it better? Do you want me to buy you a new one? She's like, yeah, I think a new one would be nice, even though there's like still half a cup in there. So they throw that one out. The man buys a new one, comes back, and then they eventually leave for the flight. And I was looking at that guy, and I remember being in that situation before where the relationship is essentially just making sure my significant other is not pissed off. And I would call that behavior by the girl toxic. Anyway, that's one way to have a relationship. That's the North Star of the relationship, is just to not have her pissed off. The other one, the conventional advice, is happy wife, happy life. And then the last one, which I believe is the best one, is you have a vision for your future, for your kids, wife, family, and you're moving in that direction. So if you are in one of these two categories, where you're walking on eggshells around your significant other, or you're in the middle category, and the reason the middle category I don't believe is because I tried to live this middle category before. I've been in the first one in a different relationship. I've been in the second one, I've tried it. And all this second column does is it adds extra stress to your wife, because then she has like this burden to be happy all the time. Otherwise, marriage isn't good. And unfortunately, because her happiness is what leads the relationship, I was offloading all these questions onto her about like, oh, where should we eat? And she didn't know. She just wanted me to make a decision. I would like almost force her to pick, or have her. It was almost like she was forced to pick, because I wanted to make sure she was happy. And I don't know, but in general, she would just be happy if I picked a spot. So there's that. And then the third one, which I'm in now, I'm happier, she's happier, family's all better now, is I have a destination in mind for our family, and we're going in that direction, and I'm leading the family. So if you're in one of these two categories and you want to stay there, more power to you. But if you're one of these two categories and you want to move to the third category, the first thing I would suggest you to do if you are trying to move is take a look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, are there things I should be doing that I'm not doing? Because there's an ancient Chinese proverb that goes, if you want to lead a country, you must learn to lead a city. If you want to lead a city, you have to lead a community. If you want to learn how to lead a community, you must learn how to lead your family. If you want to learn to lead your family, you have to learn to lead yourself. So it starts with yourself, doing the things you know you're supposed to be doing. So that way, when you say things to other people, it has weight. If a skinny guy is telling you, you should go lift a lot of weight because it's good for you, you'd be like, yeah, maybe, dude. Like, I don't know. You don't look like you lift. But if a guy who's super strong says it's really good for your health, you should go lift weights, that holds more weight to you than the skinny guy does. So first, look at yourself in the mirror, figure out, am I doing all the things that I know I should be doing? Reading, journaling, if you're into journaling, going to the gym, eating correctly, etc. Am I doing those? If you are doing those already, Good. The next thing you can do is I'm building a community of husbands and fathers where you can join our community to get on a call once a week, and we go over tools or different effective communication skills, goal setting, et cetera, to make sure you're on point with your goals. Or the third thing you can do to further boost yourself into this third column is remaining emotionally unchanged when something happens. And I think the Stoic man puts this the best way, where they say, in a relationship, a guy should be like a rock, and a woman wants to be the ocean that's swirling around the rock, the ocean of emotion around the rock, right? And so she's counting on you to be centered and strong and well grounded. But if you're not, and you're really flimsy, and you're going in whatever direction that, in this specific case at the airport, you're going in whatever direction that she wants you to go in because she's upset, you're not having a strong foundation. So anyway, that's today's video, just to have you guys think about what is the North Star of your relationship? Is it not making sure my significant other's not pissed off? Is it making sure that my wife is super happy? Or is it the direction that I believe the family should be going in? Ask yourself that. You can comment it below if you like. Please send a like or subscribe. Or if you're so inclined, follow the link in the description for my Instagram. Shoot me a DM with your question. I'll be happy to help. See you guys next time.